Hello, everybody. Welcome back to How Come. I'm coming to you from war-ravaged Portland. Just kidding. It's a great place full of sluts. And if you hate sluts, then just fuck off. Today's episode is with my friend, comedian Mohanad Elshieky, and you're going to love him. We're talking about growing up in Libya, having cats, and how all conservative cultures seem to be exactly the same.
How come? How come? How come I can't achieve? How come I can't achieve? I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm rolling up my sleeves. Oh baby, I believe these guests can help. 'Cause I can't do it by myself. I wanna jizz.
I'm so excited for this episode. Welcome, Mohanad.
Hello, I am here.
Hello. The last time I was in Portland, I'm in Portland right now, was with you. Opened for you for a few shows. It was a blast.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun at the Siren.
Many different venues.
Right, but that's the Siren I remember was very special because the stairs go straight to the stage.
Yeah.
So if you want to use the bathroom, you have to walk on stage.
Yes.
To get down to the bathroom, which is amazing.
And also just getting on stage. Usually they play you, let's say 5 seconds of music for you to get onto the stage. But this was more of like a She's All That descending the staircase, like a big reveal for a while of like, wow, look, she's so beautiful now. Let's wait for her to get to the stage.
I know. When the music is playing, it feels like the stairs take a half an hour at least.
Yeah. So you have like a big history with Portland because you went to college here.
I did.
But before you went to college here, you grew up in another place in America called Libya.
Right. The East Coast.
I will say I don't know a ton about Libya. It's not in America, you guys. It's in like Upper Africa.
Upper Africa. I love that.
Is that what it's like?
I love that. That's what you call the North.
Yeah.
It's not the North Star. It's the Upper Star.
It's the Upper Star. Yeah. Because is it on the coast?
No, it is. Yeah, it is. It's up there. Yes, and it is on the coast. That is correct.
Okay, so it is north. Tell me about Libya. What's it like there?
Oh, hell yeah. I love that question. Just tell me in general. God, I mean, like you said, North Africa, beautiful country. Grew up by the beach, went swimming so much, did a lot of fishing, hot in the summer. Not good to visit now. Unless you're a white guy who has a YouTube channel you're trying to grow, and your whole thing is like, oh, I went to Libya and it was so risky to go there, but I did it anyway.
Are you talking about somebody specifically?
I mean, not even specific, to be honest.
Okay.
There are so many vlogs right now, or like travel vlogs, where just like guys like that who are like would go to North Korea or Afghanistan or something, and I'm like, look at me, I'm doing a live stream with the Taliban, and then when something bad happens to them, especially like in North Korea, they're like, oh no, why am I being imprisoned right now? Please get me out. Why are you there? Or they will do something like very illegal in that country. And they're like, but I did not understand the tradition of not bringing Coke with me.
Yeah. Wait, is Libya like North Korea right now?
No, not really. No,
okay.
It's not like that. But it is risky to go there just because the government does not have a strong hold in the country as a whole. Like there's no like an organized military or something. It's just like, a lot of factions, a lot of groups, like armed groups and stuff like that. So I feel like you don't want to go, especially if you don't know someone there. Like I feel like if you know locals, sure. At least people like know how to navigate their way. But I think if you're just going solo like that, that's just like a foolish thing to do, in my opinion.
I wouldn't want to go anywhere where I don't know any locals because then you end up in Times Square thinking that that's the experience.
Right.
Like I don't want to go to Libyan Times Square.
You never want to go to Libyan Times Square, which is called Libyan Times Square.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a guy wearing a Mickey costume there on meth as well. But that guy speaks Arabic.
When you were growing up, did you have sex ed classes?
No,
No,
zero,
not
literally
part of the
zero.
curriculum.
Not part of the curriculum. Barely we talk about it in biology class, and they talk about it in a way that just like this is how humans are made. This is how the sperm works. But they never tell you like as a human being how you're supposed to do the thing.
Or that it's like
Yeah.
supposed to be fun or like
No.
feels
No. No. No.
nice.
No. No. They're like this is how you make kid.
Yeah. And is
Yeah, and
that
you're like,
because were you in a public school?
I was in a public school, but even if you were in a private school, it would be the same thing.
Why?
I don't know. Honestly, it's just like not something that people talk about at all. So a lot of it is like, okay, you're supposed to have sex after marriage. And they're like, when you get married, when you plan to get married, hopefully you'll be in college or still finished college or something. And it's someone else's job to explain to you how the thing work.
Is it like
Uh,
a religious country?
It is, but honestly, if I would describe it, I would say it's more pushed by tradition, more by tradition than religion.
Okay.
It's just very uptight. In
Okay.
Yes, but the thing is, again, it is very uptight on the surface, all of that stuff. But if you know people, you can pretty much do whatever you want there.
Like our American uptightness, I think, comes from like Christianity
Right.
and like that
Exactly.
foundation.
Right. I mean, in Libya as well, it's also from religion too. Like it still comes from that. But it's also the reason I say it's not because a lot of it is like people confuse tradition and religion. They're like, no, you can't do this because so and so. I'm like, okay, show me what it says that. And people can never do that. Like they can never pinpoint
Yeah.
where you're supposed to like not talk about sex or not have sex ed, for example, or like not do this or that. And so people just like do not know what's tradition and what's religion anymore. So yeah, it's very uptight. People don't talk about that stuff. And but here's the thing, okay? I don't know about now because I have not been back in the country for like 11 years.
Oh wow.
So things change.
Okay.
Because like now with like social media and the internet and this and that, I feel like the culture has shifted. It's still like not safe to go there. It's still like, it's still I'm sure uptight and controlled by like religion and all of that stuff. But I think people like who are like younger than me, like maybe like teens or like people in their early 20s and whatnot, are more knowledgeable because they do have
More
more
access.
resources than
Yeah.
just school. Yeah.
So what was it like for you? Did kids talk about sex or any, you know what I mean? Like we always
Yeah.
used to like be like, boners and like even if we didn't know what we were talking about because our sex ed was like it existed but it wasn't comprehensive.
Yeah, I feel like people like it's the same too, but like people like would know like stuff from the movies and stuff and just like repeat them, so they know the vocabulary. But yeah, like you said, they don't know how anything works. So like even
Yeah,
like
in
if
the
someone's
movies like you kiss and you get into bed and then the next day like everyone's clothes are
Exactly.
disheveled. But you
Exactly.
have no idea if like somebody ate someone's ass or like if that was even an option.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like even when someone says that they've had sex, you're like, I don't think you did or know what that is. I think you're just saying that. Did you just hold someone's hand?
If there's no like fact checking of what sex can be anything.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm hoping it's better now because my God, I'm just trying to imagine like what is it like if someone like literally has no idea and they're sprung into marriage and then you're like, what do you do now?
That feels like what a lot of people were doing. Like I'm even watching The Gilded Age and it's like all you get before you get married to some duke and get shipped off to the UK is like one chat with your mom.
Yes, and I honestly, my understanding too is that at least when I was much younger, that there was like that talk with one of the parents, and my God, if I had to sit down and listen to my dad tell me about any of this, I truly think I would have become asexual. Like I'd
Yeah.
be like, actually, I'm done here.
It has to be
I
the
do not
right
want to listen to any
parent.
of this.
Like I'm such an advocate for parents talking to their kids and like being open about stuff, but like it has to be the right one because there's something about like you're going to picture your parents doing it if they talk about it to you.
100%.
And like personally would rather hear it from my mom.
Yeah, but imagine like one of your parents explained to you, and then like you do it, and you're like, okay, now you're having sex and stuff, and then you go back, remember that talk, and you're like, oh, I think my parents don't know how to have sex. Maybe I should have the talk with them. My God, that is terrible.
Yeah. Wait, so then were people like having sex or like jacking off? Like
Yeah,
what's life as a
I
as
mean, people are definitely jacking off for sure. I
in
mean,
Libya?
I feel, yeah, I feel like when people like would, I'm like, you die.
Yeah.
That was not happening. But having sex, I don't know. Honestly, like it's such like a thing people just don't talk about.
Were they kissing? Like did you guys go to like
Not in
parties
public.
in not in public?
Not in public. Yeah. Not in public. And parties, I would say, depends on if you're like it is like everywhere, like in every country. Like if you're like rich and have access, like you're having those parties. You're inviting people over. You're living life like no one else.
Okay.
you know but that is if you have money. It's the same thing in like even in Saudi Arabia now. Like I have friends like who are like from the US, and they now work in Saudi Arabia, and I look at their Instagrams or like close friend stories and whatnot. They're having much more fun than I've ever had here. But they know the rich kids, the kids who have access, they know the private clubs, or like big homes where they're like partying and stuff like that. But like in everyday homes or like in public, that's not happening.
See, I'm not even talking about partying like that. Yeah, I'm talking
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
like you're in like high school or whatever, and like
Okay.
everybody gets invited over to like Jerry's house, and it's a fine house, and we're gonna like sit on the floor and watch a movie, and then like maybe 2 or 3 kids will make out.
Here's the thing, okay? I've never invited a girl to my house.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Because like if you're inviting friends over, you're not like you're inviting people from the same gender.
Because of tradition.
Because of tradition that comes from religion, yeah, but also mostly tradition. So people are like, I cannot be like, hey, come to my house. But did it happen? I'm sure it did. Like it didn't happen for me because I went to public school, but like there were like some like we had some like European schools in Libya that some rich Libyan kids went to. So I'm sure it was different for them
Okay.
because like the culture there is very like maybe more relaxed. But like when you go to public school, like a lot of public schools also are segregated by gender
Gender.
too. So like my public
Ah.
school and high school was only guys.
Okay. So the first time I experienced something being split by gender was my grandfather went to like a super Orthodox synagogue on Long Island, and the girls
Okay.
had to sit on one side and the guys had to sit on one side. And I was like, the fuck? But that's
Yeah.
like I grew up like Reform Jewish. So in Islam, is it like all levels are split?
I mean, every mosque like is like that too.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you go to a mosque, it's there's just to be expected.
But even if it's if it's like a Reform mosque,
I mean, maybe there's one that I'm not aware of. I'm sure there is.
like where they
but,
have like a
there-
guitar and like the guy just like sings and it's like really chill.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there is honestly, but there's like they're not that common. It would be like a very small minority.
Okay.
But yeah, it's very segregated in that way. At least in Libya, even like weddings are segregated.
What?
Yeah,
Like down the center, like the synagogue, or like there's a boys' party and there's a girls' party?
exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
The second one.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. But I'll say this: when I say it's a boys' party, it's not really a party. Like it's the wedding is mostly for women. The guys are having maybe dinner and they're not having fun. It's never fun. Like if you're a guy, it's never fun to be part of any wedding because you're just like mostly just doing manual work or just like eating dinner with like other people at some point. But like the party and like all of that stuff is
Is for
geared
women.
to women. Exactly. Yes.
But so then, is there like a kissing part of a wedding?
Is there a kissing part? Like as in like I do, I do.
Yeah, like if they're split up by gender, like when do you get to kiss, or you don't?
I mean, no one is kissing. I'll tell you that much.
No one's kissing.
Yeah.
But at your wedding, there was kissing.
Depends on the family. Yeah, I'm like that's why I say it like it really depends on the family, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Because like for me, in the future we're having like a wedding party like to include my family so they can come too and all of that stuff.
Okay, fine.
That is gonna be mixed, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not doing a so for me I'm like I'm not doing anything segregated and my family just follows along because this is what I want and this is like that's what they just have to do because that's what I
Respect.
want exactly yeah and that's the thing they will also enjoy very much you know
For sure.
because like the thing about Libya is also like it's like a very like what do you call it, like a tight society like everyone knows everyone so no one is breaking out of tradition because they don't want other people to talk about them it's
Yeah.
all about what is this person gonna say what is this what is your aunt gonna say what's our neighbors gonna say all of that stuff so that's what it's mostly is but the second but that's
Libya
what I'm
is high school.
exactly literally it is it's exactly that because the second people step outside of Libya they're just very different
It's like I hated high school because I was like, everyone's gonna know if I hook up with this person or if I like do something embarrassing or whatever. But then the second you go to college, you're not in Libya anymore.
exactly
Yeah.
no I had friends who I traveled with in the past where in Libya they're very uptight they're just like very religious all of that stuff and then I traveled with them I remember like we went to it was like I think Turkey and the second we got there they're like let's hit the bars
Yeah.
and I'm like who's this
That's so interesting.
and I'm like they drink with like knowledge of
Of drinking.
drinks
Yeah.
yeah and I'm like what is and I'm like you just so basically you act that way back home because you just this is what people expect you to act and it's so strange to me because I'm like oh okay so you're like so everyone is putting up this image
Yeah.
and it's all like fake
Yeah. Whereas I think here there's like the flip of like people will pretend to like drinking more than they do because it's so part of the culture
exactly
and sex as
exactly
well. You know, like I think I slept around more and like drank way more than I actually ever wanted to because I was like, this is what you do.
exactly but isn't it also so crazy that some parts of the right wing that's exactly what they want now
What do they want?
like I feel like they would be like yeah sure let's have segregated weddings let's do
Yeah.
that
Yeah. Fully.
and that's why sometimes I'm like it's so funny when they hate in other countries I'm like oh my god you would love Libya
Yeah.
you would love it there this like it is literally exactly what you want guns access to guns
Yeah, honestly, there's a lot of similarities in a lot of conservative cultures.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You want access to guns? Any guns you want.
Yeah.
Anytime. You want segregation by gender? There is. You want racism? Baby, there is too.
Instead of if you don't like it here, leave. It's well, if you want that, go to Libya because that's where it is.
Exactly. Or literally any country that is like conservative, like you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why it's so funny to me when they hate each other like that, because it's like you guys are literally the same.
Birds of a feather.
I know few people in Libya who live there right now who literally talk about like some like Ben Shapiro, for example, or like Charlie Kirk, or like any of these people. I'm like, you know what? I do usually like their points. They're making a lot of great points. But then the second they say, for example, Muslims are bad people, that's when I start disliking them. And I'm like, so all of
but
the
all
other
of the
things
other
are
things are good.
okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, you agree on everything else. Cool. You're insane.
Yeah. That's something I've noticed though recently is like obviously you can't agree with people on everything,
Sure.
but it's getting really like weird when you do agree with somebody on like a bunch of stuff and then they're just so left field about something else.
Right.
And that usually is like what starts the left like eating its own tail. But now I'm seeing it on the right too, where they're like, he's not conservative enough. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. We're all fighting. We all hate each other.
Yeah, exactly. Because everyone has their idea, and it's just like I don't know. I mean, like the right wing stuff. I didn't know much about it until now, honestly, and it's so disturbing to me. Like those like groups, either like right wing group that like think Charlie Kirk is not Republican
The
or like not conservative
Groypers,
enough. The
allegedly.
Groypers.
Well, no, they
Yeah.
actually exist.
No, they exist and they have the name and everything.
Yeah.
But I guess the allegedly comes from were they the reason Charlie Kirk
Yeah.
died? That's
We
when
don't
it
know about
becomes
that.
allegedly. Yeah, but to read about them, I'm like, what are you guys? You're just kind of like a bunch of nihilists,
Well,
pretty much.
And they like really hate Jews too. Like
Yes.
I think Nick Fuentes is like super like Jews are disgusting. And I think
No, yeah.
Charlie Kirk initially for a while was pro-Israel, which not all Jews like Israel. But then the Groypers were like, ew, he likes Jews. Also, he has that quote that was like, stop killing Jews, you stupid Muslims. And I think
Yeah.
the Groypers had
Oh,
a
yeah,
problem
yeah.
with that, not because of stupid Muslims, but they were like, but you should kill Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is even worse than that because like they were like, "Oh, Charlie is bad because he is willing to debate Jewish people and gay people and all of that
Yeah,
stuff." So
yeah.
even having that conversation, even having those opposing opinions and talking about them is bad because you're giving them a voice.
Wild.
Yeah, it is. It is very, very insane, and I'm just like, I don't know how people live like that day to day, and I'm like, these people like exist around us, which is what makes it even scarier. So
I reposted a video by Candace Owens the other day.
yeah,
I never thought I would do that. But it was her like being like, free speech is pretty nice. Kimmel didn't say anything wrong.
she's. I feel like with Candace Owens, she does this thing a lot where she had like opinions like that are good, and I feel like that's how she sucks people in, and then she just takes them to her whole like propaganda stuff. Because she will every now and then she will have a good opinion. You're like, oh, maybe I should listen, and then I'm like, oh, she's insane.
Well, that's the thing about having opinions and being like a cult follower is like I can
Right.
say I agreed with this thing that Candace Owens said. Does that mean now I avow everything Candace Owens has ever said? No.
But some people are stupid enough
Right.
to switch to that. It's the same thing with which is not as extreme, obviously, but the what's her name, the Cheney, Liz Cheney,
Yeah.
where people on the like a lot of Democrats were like, stop talking shit about Liz Cheney. She's a good woman. And I'm like, for what? For hating Trump? Sure. Like, yeah, I hate Trump too, but like, she's also not a good person.
Yeah. It would be nice if we could just vote for laws instead of people.
100%.
I
Yeah.
feel. I know
Because a lot of
California does
people,
that with their props, but
exactly. Because a lot of conservatives, and I'm sure as you know, like, they like liberal laws. They just don't like the people who
people love
are there to enact
abortion.
them. Exactly.
They love abortion. Even if they don't,
Exactly.
they can't support it because it doesn't come within like the bubble of.
Exactly. Exactly. If someone else is pushing it, they
It would be nice
for
if,
it.
if laws were a la carte a bit.
Exactly. Yeah, but the fact that every law has to have a face is the issue.
You had some post recently that I think it was talking about America becoming a bit fascista. And you were like, ugh, this happens in every country I've ever lived in.
I know.
Or like is that what's going on in Libya?
Well, when I talk about like a dictatorship and a fascist, I was like talking mostly about Gaddafi's time
Okay.
because he reminds me so much of Trump.
Okay.
like now things are bad because there's like so many people who are like are in control and also like are like dictators in their own way. But back before 2011, it was just like one guy who was a dictator, and it was like pretty much Trump. So the whole like free speech thing, you can't say what you want, canceling media who would like criticize him, all of that stuff. It was exactly that. Like, because like
Putin did
now
it
people
too.
are. What's that?
Putin canceled. I just saw on John Oliver he canceled a like network because they had a puppet show that was making fun of him.
Yeah, exactly. Like these people cannot handle being made fun of. They also cannot handle like even like social media posts, which is the same thing because people are like worried about getting fired or getting like their livelihood just like absolutely ruined for like stuff they post.
When did you leave finally? Like
I
just
left
for
in
college?
no, I left in I left in 2014.
Okay.
I left in 2014 and I came on an exchange program here to the States. I just turned 23 at the time.
Oh.
Yeah. So I came here solo. I was like here supposed to be here for 6 weeks, and then that 6 weeks turned into 11 years.
Whoa. Was it any like what was the impetus to come?
Well, I mean, the reason I came was for, like I said, for it was like a 6 week exchange program, like that was sponsored by the Department of State and the U.S. Embassy in Libya at the time. But then I also the
Specifically for kids to
program.
come to the US or like go
Yeah,
wherever?
but they bring people who are like, yes, to the US, and they bring
Okay.
people who are like active in their communities. And like, so for example, like, I used to host a radio show back in Libya that was in English.
Cool.
And yeah, and I was also like very active, like very vocal about like the politics back then. And like even
Okay.
after Gaddafi was gone, I was like very outspoken. Like even either on social media or the radio show or like on any of that stuff. And I also did like worked with a lot of journalists back in the day who were like came to cover what was happening in Libya. So like I had like I was doing a lot.
Were you doing stand up yet?
And what's that?
Were you doing stand up yet?
I have not done stand up until 2016.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I came to the US, I was like, okay, I'm here for the 6 week program. Things in Libya started getting worse and worse as the time went by, even like in those 6 weeks. But then it started getting very specific to me. I was like getting targeted like threats and stuff like that to me and my family and stuff.
Oh shit.
And then it was very clear to me that I just could not go back. Which was obviously like, okay, I came here with a carry on. I had no plans to stay here. I don't know anyone here. What the fuck do I do? And I was in Portland, Oregon, because that's where my program at the time took place.
So you didn't choose Portland.
No,
Portland
I
chose
did
you.
not. Pretty much.
Okay.
So yeah, I just had to figure shit out. I applied for political asylum at the time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then did it stop? Did the threat stop towards your family?
Well, they left the city to move to another city after.
Okay.
Yeah, they moved to the capital at the time. It was like far away from where I grew up, but I still could not go back. I was like very clear to me, like would be a problem for me and my family if I go back. So I was like, I'm gonna stay here until things get better. They never got better, so I just went on with my life here and just
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I live here now.
Yeah. Well, we're happy to have you.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, and now I have to switch gears from political
know.
asylum to had you jacked off at that point?
Wow. That is incredible. Yeah, since I was a teen, obviously.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
but that's such
But
a
that's
great.
why they were
that's
coming for you, because you were coming
They
at
knew.
home.
Exactly. They
Yeah.
knew. They were like something about this guy. We just cannot tell.
He's
But he does
walking
not
around
seem
with a
like-
little too much pep in his step.
Exactly. It doesn't feel like he's holding a lot of tension in.
Yeah.
I wonder what that is about, and I'm sure because there's not. Yeah. So yeah, they knew, and they were like, stay there, and do it out there in America, not here. We don't want you here with your bullshit.
Did you have any culture shock surrounding the sexuality of Americans.
Okay, you have to remember this. It wasn't America. It was Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, so it's even more extreme.
Exactly. This I feel like people don't understand. I'm like Portland, Oregon is a cultural shock, even if you lived in America.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Okay, like I am like I've always been like someone who's like willing to learn and open. It's like I'm like, okay. I'm just gonna sit here and listen and see. But still, it didn't change the fact like some of it was like just like weird to me.
Well, I talked to a comic here and they were like, I was like, how'd you get into piss stuff? And they were like, oh, like everybody, if you're queer here, is into piss stuff. And I was just like, oh, that's
cool.
not what happens in New York.
Yeah, like New York piss stuff is a guy pissing in the subway car, maybe, and that's it. And no one is into that. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we have a different association.
It just like was just like funny to me how like everyone was just so open about everything all the time. I remember like someone was like when I lived in Portland, someone posted on Facebook about like poly prosecution and how he's like as a poly person he feels like he's being prosecuted
Or persecuted.
and I was like I am sorry, I did not know about your struggle. I did not know that you guys were going through it, and please let me know if you need even more community, I guess, than you already have.
Did you, so you're married now, were you casually dating? Like hooking up? Was that a thing?
Like, what do you mean? Like before?
Before.
Where are we in this?
Like
Well,
when, so like you get to America, how long or did you ever start having like casual sex?
I was not sure, but I was like never like into like just hookups or just like casual. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, but like 2 years into being here, I was like in a relationship, like a long-term relationship, and then there was like maybe like a year or like a year and a little bit gap between that relationship and this now. And that's how I would date it a bit around here in New York, which was like very strange to me because I've never before used any dating apps until I was in New York.
And then you did.
Yeah, and I was like, now I understand.
Why everyone's so crazy.
I get what everyone talks about when they go on stage and be like, anyone on dating apps?
Yeah.
Dating is weird.
You didn't meet your wife through an app though, right?
I did, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So you did it for like
I finished the app.
Comedic research to know what it's like, and now
Yeah, it works for me, and a lot of people are mad at that.
why?
People don't like hearing it.
That apps have success stories?
Yeah, because people are like I'm sorry. I have a lot of friends who like both men and women who've used them for so long with no success. They went on so many dates and still like have not found the one, which is But I honestly didn't even use them for that long.
Wow.
Not to brag.
Wow.
I know I'm being so unlikable right now.
No, I have one of my brothers is an app marriage, and one of my cousins is an app marriage.
Yeah. What about you? What did you meet your current boyfriend?
In person at the stand.
Wow.
Thank you for calling him my current boyfriend. That's really
I mean, I don't know what your plans are. I don't know what your plans are. I was doing like a recording a few weeks back on a podcast, and I did say my current wife, and I was like, just to clarify, I was like and also my future and my continuous.
Yeah.
I don't know why you said that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wait. So 2 things. One, Ben has never been on a dating app, and I find that like the coolest thing about him.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, you just really went out that much that you could meet people in person. I don't think you and I are much going out people. You have even more cats than me. He has 5 times the amount of cats.
I do. No, truly. Do you know any, because I know a few people like this who are like treat dating, especially on the apps, it's kind of like, okay, like I have these 1 week or 2 weeks, I'm going on 3 dates a day. And I'm just like kind of like it's a numbers thing. They're just like, they treat them like work interviews. I'm
Yeah.
like, I would never do that. I could truly would die if I had to go to 2 locations in one day.
I had a week like that, but I made them all meet me at the same bar.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And it
Wait,
was like right across from my house.
that is insane.
Yeah.
And I love that, by
Yeah.
the way.
I was like,
But
I am the
how
interviewer.
did you give enough? Like there was like have you had like more than one date in one day?
Yeah.
Have you like how do you time them? Is there like a buffer between like the first and second? Because I feel like a
Yeah.
half-hour buffer might not work because
No, you have
if
to
it's
put an
going
hour.
well,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, like,
So
you need to eat. Like, I don't think a
wait,
first date should be food.
do you also like leave the bar
You leave,
after
and then you come
and then
back.
come in again?
Yeah.
I want to be the bartender for that. I'm like, what is this woman's project? I want to know.
Yeah. I have a feeling they see it a lot. New York
I'm
is a
sure,
numbers game.
100%. And you know what's so crazy about New York is that I truly did not know how many people worked in finance until I used the dating app, and I'm like, oh, does everyone work in finance?
Yeah, it's actually insane. And I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know
like,
what
no,
any of them are doing.
exactly. Everyone is a consultant in finance. Everyone, and also in finance. I'm like, what are you guys are analyzing and consulting? And it's just like the same thing. Have you not figured finance out yet? So, yeah,
Wait,
I
what
don't
were we
get it.
talking about before
Uh,
the dating apps?
I don't know. We were talking about. I
I
don't
had
know.
a thing. I said two things, and then I only said the one thing.
You were giving me tips about the stock market, I believe.
Right. Oh, well, I was going to ask this, but it's like a really stupid question. Have you ever seen that thing that says people who own cats get like sexually like crazy because there's something in like cat shit that makes you like kinkier or something like that?
I feel like that is one guy's excuse that they used one day,
Yeah.
and it became a thing because just through word of mouth. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just like this. I'm into this because I'm around so many cats. And you know how it is, that study.
Yeah.
And they never give you any sources. And that woman just repeated it, and it just became a thing. And everyone was like, oh, yeah, maybe it's that because I have cats.
Yeah.
No, I've never heard that at all.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I have the sexual zoomies.
Wait, cat shit study glamour.com.
Okay.
This cat-borne infection could be making people more into kink.
Mm.
It says, we don't want to feed the crazy cat lady stereotype or cat man, largely because it's dumb and sexist. But also
Glamour.com.
because cats are awesome.
That's how I've learned. Yeah.
And we refuse to apologize for liking them. But it turns out one parasite they carry has some rare but notable psychological effects. You may have already heard of Toxoplasma gondii, most commonly spread throughout cat poop, can cause birth complications when exposed to pregnant women and even increase the owner's risk of schizophrenia. What you probably didn't know is that people infected by the parasite are more likely to have certain sexual preferences.
Wow.
Infected individuals were more often aroused by their own fear, danger, and sexual submission. And then surprisingly, however, they were less likely to be into group sex or porn or to actually practice BDSM. I guess I'm into fear. I'm afraid.
I love how specific this parasite is. That is insane. I want to know the group that they studied the parasite on. Like, where did they put it? I feel like this is a group study that you have to put the ad on Craigslist.
Wait, listen. For the new study in evolutionary psychology, researchers asked 741 people with the infection in the Czech Republic and Slovakia, and 5,087 people without it. So this is a...
Oh, okay. Oh, you see, here's the thing. You should have said it was in the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Everyone knows about the Czech Republic thing.
I don't. Tell me
Yeah, I
about the
don't
Czech
too.
Republic.
But
No.
like, it is a thing now. To me, I've never been to the Czech Republic, but maybe that is their main thing. I feel like if I researched them, I don't think it has nothing to do with the parasite. It's just their thing.
Yeah.
The Czechs are just going wild with it, and they're blaming it on the cats. Because here's the thing: if that is a real thing, what they're talking about right now, everyone in Turkey would be insane.
No, they are just turned on by fear, danger, and sexual submission.
Okay, well, I'll take your words for it.
But yes, if you like
And
cats,
glamour.com.
go to Istanbul. They are all taken care of by the municipality, and they're very sweet, and they're all fed, and they have no diseases.
Truly, truly a perfect city if you like cats, and truly a horror show if you are my mom and you're afraid of cats.
Aww.
Yeah. We went to Turkey and she would not eat anywhere outside. Like if we go to a restaurant, she has to sit inside.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who won't eat food made by people with cats because they're like, oh, cats jump on the counter. It's like unsanitary or whatever. I'm like, have you seen a cat? Like, I'll touch a cat and then they'll be like, "Cat."
I
made me
love when people
dirty.
do stuff like that when they like you post a picture of like your cat on the kitchen table or something like that, and it's like, see, that is why you can't just eat in anyone's house. And I'm like, first of all,
Did
did
I
I
invite
invite
you?
you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
You're not allowed at my house.
Yeah, you were never a member of this very exclusive group of people who will eat whatever.
Yeah.
So keep
You
to
guys got
yourself.
really lucky though that you and your wife both had cats coming in and that the cats got along. That was like a thing.
Yeah.
If I was dating somebody, like I would love to have dated somebody with a cat. However, my cat would not be down.
Yeah. Because yeah, they're very like territorial and weird about it. But like, I think because we also got like a fifth cat who was like a kitten at the time, and I feel like that helped a lot
Well,
because
that's like the blended
he doesn't
family rule.
because he broke them all in. He was just like not respecting anyone's territory or personal boundaries. So they got used to it. They got used to like having like just other cats around them, whether they like it or not.
And he's the orange boy.
Yes, he is
Yeah.
the orange boy, very insane.
They are wackos. I love them so much.
100%, they're so fucking weird.
Okay, so now you're here forever. You've got 5
I-
cats. You're a sexual deviant because of the cats.
Because of the cats and nothing else.
Do you have any sexual goals for this next year of your life?
Oh wow! I love how these questions just switch up on me. Because I feel like every question you ask about that, it just like comes after like something like, so you have cats and they get along. And
No,
that's very
literally.
nice.
I would
Yeah.
just have a conversation where I could have, or a podcast where I could have conversations, but unfortunately, it has like a title.
Right. No, I totally get that. You kind of got beholden by the title you picked for the podcast.
Yeah.
And I totally understand that. I feel like I've never had those type of goals.
Okay,
I think for me, my only goal is more.
more.
Yeah.
Do you kick the cats out at night?
No.
They watch.
If they're around. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have an open door policy. We're like very open with our kids. It's also such a hassle. It's also such a mood killer. Well, like when you're like, I'm like, okay, now I have to go and move the cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the time you get to it, it's just like,
I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well, whatever. But yeah, the cats are just like, okay, can you guys like go under the bed really quick? Don't be weird about it.
Have you been watching Love Island Games?
I have not. I'm not as far in it as you are probably because I know you catch up day by day. But I did watch a bit.
I'm really good at TV. It's like I work
Usually,
really hard.
I'm not good at reality TV.
But you watch it. So this is my question: is when did you get into reality TV, and does your wife watch with you?
Yeah. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But I've always like was into it. But like I feel like what is hard for me is like if something like Love Island comes out every day, then that's when I'm like well, I have another show I'm watching that has a plot line that I need to keep on doing. But for Love Island, I feel like I watch it in chunks. Like I would sit down and watch 4 episodes.
And what about it do you love?
It is truly like I love it because it's the only time that you get to kind of like have an out of body experience where you're like, oh, this is truly so stupid that I'm having the most fun of my life. Nothing matters. You're watching it and you're like, there's these people have no politics, no opinions, no thoughts. They're just empty vessels.
But we feel so
And
strongly about them.
we do. And that's what I love too, because it also like I still like have that feelings you get when you watch your favorite sport team play. But with the stakes are way lower.
It doesn't feel that like when you and I text about Huda, like we are very emotionally involved
Yeah, but I think mostly for me because
in a
it's
negative
it's
way.
exactly when it's negative, I'm very emotionally involved.
Yeah. But so Andrea, did you ever watch season 5
Yes,
or was that
it was season 6.
season 6 with like Rob and all of them? Andrea has been getting this like redemption arc that I like really like on Love Island Games.
Yes.
And so it makes me, to me, reality TV is so anthropological. Like, yes, it is Coco Melon for adults. Like, it's colorful, it's pretty, but like, I like specifically about Love Island that I can go in having preconceived notions about people based on what they looked like and leave having a completely different opinion of them based on their personalities.
Right. Right. Exactly. Yeah. And it's also like the okay, the other day I saw, because I wasn't all caught up yet, and I saw a picture of Charlie on TikTok, and they're like, "Oh, we say bye to Charlie," and I literally thought it was a repost,
I know.
and I was like, "How are you getting kicked out so quick every
I don't
time?"
know. See, but people think that he is a Trumper, and maybe that's why the girls don't want to date him.
Yeah, because I feel like on the outside, even Hannah was like, "I'm good."
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate like the way that I feel about Huda is how I used to feel about Andrea, and now I'm realizing like Andrea didn't even do anything that bad, and I'm loving her redemption arc.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna keep watching and see where the plot goes, because I'm very invested in those fuckers. But I'll let you know
Yeah.
when I'm all caught up.
I think that's the other thing is keyword is these fuckers. Like they're all very sexual and they're doing stuff that
Yes.
I don't necessarily want to do, but I like to see done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You just watch, and I'm like, okay, that's not my thing.
Yeah.
I don't respect it, but I
I
like
respect
watching
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You've gotten to the point that Solen came on?
I'm literally only 2 episodes in, so
Oh. Okay. So spoiler, there's this girl who comes on. She's from Love Island, France. Her name is Solène. And I know her from this most recent season of Below Deck. And she was the worst worker. Like she was one of the interior girls. Sucked, but she hooked up with everybody on that boat. And she caused
Wow.
quite the stir. And they didn't kick her off. Like most people would get kicked off just for like being a bad worker, not just like fucking with everyone's feelings. And then when she showed up on Love Island, I was like, of course they couldn't kick her off. She's a peacock plant.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love her so
wow.
much. And if I was as good as hooking up with randos as she is, like I think she definitely comes every time. She doesn't need to be like emotionally involved with anyone.
Right.
I would be Solène.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I hope to one day become a plant for a network, to be honest.
Me too.
Not
I
just
think you'd
reality
be-
TV,
I think
just
you
like
would
on-
be a
I-
great plant.
I just want to be on every show.
I'll call
possible, and that's
Sinclair
it.
Media. I think they're looking for someone like you.
Perfect. Perfect. I'll say anything they want
Okay, so
to get through.
you have a new special out right now. Congratulations.
Thank you. I do. Yes, I have a new special called "No Need to Address Me."
Mm-hmm.
Recorded the special in December,
Okay.
last December. So since then, I've been working on a new hour.
Got it.
So a lot of these jokes on the special are not the jokes people will see if they come see me at a show now.
Oh, fun.
Yes, but yeah, I mean it's been fun. I recorded it here in New York, and it's out now. I'm hoping that people are watching it. I have no idea. People are telling me they've watched it,
I
and I do
promoted it
wanna
without watching it just because I was like, I know it's going to be good.
Sure, yeah, and people should do that too. Also, like people, like here's the thing, okay? People can just download it, go on the app and download it, either on
And never
Spotify
watch
or
it.
whatever, or go buy it and never watch it. I just want those
Yeah.
numbers. We live in a number economy right now, and
Yep.
all I need is enough people who have bought it and watched it, so I can be like, look at me now, pay me more money for the next special.
You know, I always say it's show business, not do business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's all I need. This is what art is now.
Pretend.
Numbers.
Yeah.
It's all about the numbers. I don't care about like writing and performing and all of that stuff. No, do you have the numbers or not? And it's a beautiful thing.
It's beautiful. But it is cool that as much as you care about numbers, you do churn out so much content, because there are some jokes that I do that they're 10 years old. Like they're getting annoying, as 10-year-olds do.
Yeah. Well, of course, yeah. I mean, like, there are some jokes that you do enough that you are even annoyed that people are still laughing at them.
Literally. I get
Yeah.
angry at a specific one because I'm like, I just want people to not find it funny anymore so I can stop.
Exactly. I'm like, you fool. I knew you were going to laugh at this part. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've done it before and people laughed right there. And you're just doing that, you sheeple. There's no risk here. I know exactly you were going to laugh at this.
Yeah. Or like, have you ever done a show where like you say something that like you don't even find that funny? It's like an offhanded comment and like the audience explodes and you kind of go, ugh.
Yeah, and it's even worse when you do that and then at the show right after you try and do it and the
And
audience
it's
don't
silent.
laugh.
Yeah.
And you feel so betrayed by the audience before. You're like, you guys lied to me. You told me this was funny, and now I look like a fool.
Yeah. No, they were just an easy group who's never laughed before.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is, I just want them to be consistent. You
Yeah.
know, like if you laugh at something, I need people to laugh at it every time, or just keep it to yourself. Keep that shit to yourself.
Okay, so sexual goal is more cats,
Okay, it's everything more.
more.
Yeah.
And life goal, download the special, you guys. Blow it
Yeah,
up.
please watch the special. Please watch the special.
Okay,
I would
great.
love if you do that.
Where can everybody find you online and your special?
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok. It's at Mohanad.Elshieky. And the special, like I said, it's on Amazon Prime, Apple TV. It's also available if you want to listen to it. It's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Cool.
And it's called No Need to Address Me.
Great. And no need to come over to my house for dinner because I did not invite you.
100% that.
I have to ask you one more question, which I have to ask everybody after a sexual experience, which this has been. Mohanad, did you finish?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I finished too. You guys can find me at Remy Casimir. Find the podcast at How Come Podcast. If you want to watch this episode unedited with video, patreon.com/howcome. And thank you for listening. We love you so much. Bye.
Yay.
It's not you, it's me. I try so hard to finish honestly. They say you'll know when you go all the way from A right down to O. Oh no, I think that I still got a ways to go. Oh, I'm sick of this and I have got to know. How come? How come? How come I can't achieve? How come I can't achieve? I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm rolling up my sleeves. Oh baby, I believe these guests can help. 'cause I can't do it by myself. I wanna jizz.
Hello, Marvel section. Okay, so I remembered the thing that I was going to talk about with him. I don't remember how it came up, but it was basically about Till Death Do Us Part. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so I've been thinking about Till Death Do Us Part for specifically very religious people. Any religion. Judaism, Islam, Christianity, any monogamous religion where you get married and you say, I'm going to love you until we fucking die. But then if there's like a heaven in your religion, it's got to be after you die too. Like, why would you just be like, I'm going to love you until I die. But then in heaven, it's like a free-for-all. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds kind of slutty. Just kidding. I love sluts. But it sounds counterintuitive to what you're promising. And so I know like a lot of situations where like very religious people have gotten married, then their partner dies, and then they remarry. And I'm like, okay, and you believe in heaven. So what happens there when all three of you are dead? Or what happens, let's say two people get married, woman dies, guy remarries, guy dies, woman remarries. Like all four of them, are they just going to be up there together loving each other? Or are two of them like, what the fuck? Why didn't you wait for me? I've been thinking about this way too much because I am not religious and it does not apply to me. But I think about it for the people who are. I'm like, what does that mean to you? So if this is you, will you please message me and tell me what it means to you? I did. I don't know if I can talk about this, but I did get a script recently and I was reading for a part. I read for a lot of parts, you guys. I don't book them, but I read. And in the script, they like were describing heaven, and in their version of heaven, they were like, we all love each other. Like, we're all in love with each other. So if that's the answer, okay. But yeah, I don't know. DM me. Remy Casimir at How Come Podcast. I'm very curious about this. Also, this is one of those episodes that you're going to want to watch on Patreon because we cut out like a massive 10-minute chunk at the end. We talked about something that I did in bed that I don't necessarily want to be out on the internet, which if you're like, Remy, what the fuck did you do? You talk about everything. Literally go to patreon.com/howcome. You can watch and DM me about that as well. Because I am curious if it's an okay thing to do. I feel okay about it. But yeah, patreon.com/howcome. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And yeah, see you next time.